Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, guys. Celtic Warband here, and thanks for tuning in to another episode of my Macedon campaign for Ancient Empire's Total War. And we are doing a little bit better as far as our food consumption goes. We're positive, which is good, even in the winter time. And we're actually making a decent amount of coin in the winter as well. So probably looking to put in a few more buildings, if possible, to increase our income. And again, bumping up this food would definitely be helpful. I think getting the silver mine up as well would be good. It is going to affect our squalor, but then again, we are putting in cisterns here, which will give us +6 sanitation. So we just have to be careful not to get too far ahead of ourselves. And I would like to move down and go after Corinthus this episode, but I still am not able to recruit any forces here. I think it's still due to the public order, but I'm not exactly sure. See, no recruitment points available. So it looks like that penalty still applies here, which is really too bad because I'd love to get some citizen cavalry into the mix. Because right now my army is so immobile, it's just ridiculous. I may still try and push down here and kind of see what's going on if possible. Let's just test if we jump out here how much it affects my income. I still am positive, which is good. Now, if I fortify... Oh, I don't have the option to. I see. So, -30 upkeep. Now, if I go into here... -25 upkeep. So, it's actually cheaper to have them raiding. So, let's actually move down here while I don't see any armies on the horizon. And watch we don't get ambushed by the Achean League, because I know they do have an army somewhere here. So let's move just across their border and raid. And again, that's going to make our income just a little bit better. The only problem is with them coming in here with their 15 stack. And again, me being so immobile like this, I wonder if I could get a few mercenaries. Is there any mercenary cavalry? Oh, but I can't get them. And see, the only problem of doing that is I bet you... I wonder if they would even make it to me this turn. It doesn't look like they will. What stance are they in right now? Mustering. Okay. So they're trying to build up a force here. And it looks like they already got a second general in as well, which is kind of ridiculous. How can they afford all of that with just one city here? Corinthus actually does have marble too, so I really kind of want to get that as soon as possible. So I can make it back to there if I want to, but then it is going to affect my income this turn. So I guess I'll take the chance and just raid them for a turn and see what happens. Maybe if I can draw them in close enough and then they do attack me close to Pella, I will be able to repel them with my garrison forces helping me as well, because I've got a lot of Royal Peltas there, which is good. I've actually got a couple of ships as well, an artillery ship. This guy I may disband. It just all depends on what this faction's going to do over here, because they, for some reason, declared war on me. I'm not exactly sure why, other than the fact that just everybody hates me at this point. But the Roman Republic really starting to dislike me as well, so I may actually just jump across and take that settlement from them. The only thing that's stopping me from doing that is that I'm just worried that I'm going to be playing back and forth with the Roman Republic. They're just going to send an army to try and take it. I'm going to go and take it back, then they'll take it, and it just ends up not really getting anywhere. So, you're at war with Carthage, tributary state of Rome.
The gods will have me listen to you.
Still won't agree to that, which I don't understand. Like, I have no intentions of attacking them. At all. So, yeah, let's just end the turn and see what happens. Again, wanting to be very careful not to put myself into the negative. Not sure if they're allied with these island factions. Those actually might be good cities to go for. I just have to be careful not to spread myself too thin.
I offer peace as I would throw a rope to a drowning man. Well, do you wish to clamber aboard?
How about I give you 500?
Peace?
Dang it, I should have just gone with it. Oh well. Okay, and this is what I was worried about. So he's sieging me here. And the Achean League is coming up to attack me. Dang it. They've got a lot of artillery. I'm going to try and retreat from that if I can. Good, so he didn't make it here this turn. That's excellent. So it all depends on that other force up north. And if I have the strength to repel them. Which I don't think I do. I think that garrison is just all spears. And they're like spear militia, basically. Their morale is pretty terrible. Disease outbreak. Yeah, this guy's got a lot of influence. Let's block the promotion. Noble marriage for Perseus. Doesn't really matter, though, because he could die very soon. So what do they have? Illyrian spearmen. Could make it up there and see if I can repel them. But then I might not be able to make it back to Pella, is the only thing. So yeah, they've got a lot of spears, not much cavalry. We've got this general here, and some skirmish cavalry, plus Perseus. So it's 3,500 to 5,000. But again, these spears are not going to be much help, I don't think. They do have some Illyrian nobles, which are a little bit worrisome. And then the light horse. So they've got 4 for horsemen, and I have 2.5, basically. I still feel like we can win against this, though. It's just the only thing is, will I be able to make it back to Pella to repel the Achean League? But we're going to try and destroy this army, because if I don't do this, then they're just going to take this settlement from me. And I've actually invested a decent amount of money into it. So I'll see you guys on the battlefield. Alright, so the reinforcements are coming in a not so desirable location. I'm having to run Phillip and his men pretty hard to get over here. Are these Illyrians, I think? Illyrian? Yeah, it looks like. So this Illyrian army was spread out the entire face of the battlefield, which was pretty scary to see. So I've got a bunch of spears here. Let's spread them out. Where am I putting my pikes? So let's just get them over here for now. And let's drop the horses right in behind. Only 5 spears too. Macedonian militia. So yeah, let's just form. Let's actually see if we can put Phillip in the center. Form up like so. And let's have 2 spears on this side. 3 spears on this side. Gonna put we'll put the general and the skirmisher cavalry on the left, and we'll put Perseus on the right. Balance of power is not with us, that is for sure. The enemy man count is much higher than us. However, I don't think these Illyrian spearmen are much better than my Macedonian spears. So poor morale, very poor armor. Very poor armor, average morale. So I guess they're going to hold a little bit better. Just everything has a Pella. That you have to take that into consideration. Pretty much every unit is a freaking archer unit. Even the general over here, Getes, Illyrian nobles, he's got some Pella to throw. So yeah, I'll just fast forward here. Let's get them all into position where I want them. So I don't get confused as to which side you're on. Yeah, let's not do that just in case that doesn't work. So let's get the spears over here. Get the pikemen kind of just the same, except let's spread them out a little more because it looks like the enemy is definitely spreading themselves out. And I don't want to be outflanked if possible. Good, good, good. And then, yeah, Perseus is here. I'm going to go ahead and try and just kill the enemy general as quickly as possible. Get rid of this Illyrian light horse. It's tier 1. Perseus should be able to wrap that up because he is Royal Squadron, heavy melee cav. Look at this formation, though. They're just putting it in a massive long line. And because I attack them, I guess I have to come to them. Units are already winded here. Let's make sure that we're freshish. Good, 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 good. Brace ranks these spears have. That's not bad, I guess. All these guys are in pike phalanx, looks like. Alright. Select everyone here. Push the line forwards, but little bit. I want to hug the red line over here because, again, I want to go after that general, if possible. And just walk. It's maybe a little bit of a slow battle, but I have to take this tactically because this is pretty much my only army, and we've got the Achean League breathing right down our neck. I need to save as many of my pikemen as possible to be able to hold against the Achean League should they decide to come in against us. How are we looking over here? Active now. Good, good, good. And they're fresh. So let's go ahead and run them a little bit. The general's up there in the corner hiding. Are they coming towards me? No, they're just reshuffling their ranks. And let's walk them again. Looks like they're starting to get a little winded. Got all their Illyrian nobles here in the center. Thracian Peltis. I'm nervous about being outflanked from this side. It's got me a little bit concerned. So what does this brace do? Will this help against cavalry? Yeah, attack against cavalry, entity mass. I'm not sure if that is the shield wall, though, or if that's just like a kind of a buff that they get, like a rally. What does this guy have? 2 rallies, which is nice. Because King Phillip, oh, he has a rally as well. And this guy doesn't have anything because he's a governor. Just about into position again. King Philip's being the slowest one. And let's just adjust that a bit. Where is the red line? It's right there. And we'll go ahead and run them forwards carefully. I want to see if that's going to bait the Illyrian light horse in or not. Like, I feel like I could smash both those units of light horse with my general, but I've got to be careful because he's got the nobles right in behind, ready to support. I just want them to come after me. They just keep readjusting their ranks. Come on, stop being cowards. You have the advantage. Just charge. There we go. Yep. Focus that horse unit down. Oh, beautiful. Yeah, you're wrecking them. Excellent.
Ready and waiting.
Okay, stop firing. It's shattered. Should go just right across. That is awesome. Okay, so let's move these spears up here. And we can go ahead and switch that back on. And these spears, I'm going to pull in a bit. And I'm going to have the cavalry just pull back as well. I just want to kill this general. That's what I want to do. Let's see if I can bait him in once again. Loving this music, though. If this is the Rome 1 soundtrack, this is an epic music. Did you kill any of them? 1 so far.
We await your command.
Have them brace. Have them brace. Alright, let's see here. Who's being fired upon? Somebody. Okay, let's move them forwards again. He's trying to fire at my general here. Come on. Get over here.
Attack their position.
Can you move well in that shield wall? Doesn't look like it. Alright, well then form up. Form up.
Ready for orders.
Quickly, quickly. Because he may just charge you.
We await your command. Get sorted.
What the heck is that now? I hate that glitch where it does that. Yeah, and these spears are probably just going to shatter now.
Into formation! Element Royal Cavalry!
Let's see if I can get a charge off. Probably not, because I've... Okay, stop, stop. Let them charge into the spears. You follow right in behind. And yeah, I'm gonna start sending a few units up that way. Let's lock group you guys. Move you into attack and just protect with the spears. Have my spears broken already? Okay, well that's not really good. And this has absolutely not worked. Oh my goodness. Focus on what you're doing. Wow, I'm just getting cut down. There we go. The general's getting hit pretty hard though, which is good. Ooh, so are these Peltis Phalanx though. Let's kind of keep the spears here. Let's actually move them over here and then bring them in through the center. Let's get some more cavalry over to this flank. Good, yeah, they're starting to break against us, which is excellent. Hold, Perseus, hold. If that general dies, I think the battle will be won.
Hellenic Royal Guard.
Yeah, see, I'm gonna have to defend over here on this flank. Where's my cav? Crap, I took them away, didn't I? Alright, back to this flank, boys. General's starting to waver. Excellent. And he's broken. I love pikemen. Come out this way for me. Can you push into them? And you two just come around. We're going to get rid of those Illyrian light horse and then slam onto them to the flanks. And oh, please don't die, Perseus. Dang it. That's not good. I don't know if he's died or not, but oh, Phillip, what are you doing? Can you guys come behind here, if possible? Because we're going to need some support over here, I think. It's still a pretty close battle. You slam into the backs of them for me. General Sir. Should be a good hit into the backs of these cheap spears. Nice, even getting that Pella throw before moving in. And that's just freed up this flank. And I'm going to quickly get them to move into these archers. And these two spears that we've freed up are just going to collapse onto the flanks as well. And yep, looks like they're starting to crack. Unfortunately, though, all of them are going to get away. That's the worst part. Okay, and you guys need to, like, readjust. Like, you're just allowing this unit of pikemen to be completely outflanked. Yeah, you just start to run down the forces over here if you can. Hopefully the Illyrian light horse will be bested by my Tarentine cavalry because they are tier 2. Okay, pikes come behind here to go after these Illyrian nobles. Good. Now that you've readjusted, push back in. What? Okay, so Illyrian Light Horse Tier 1 skirmishers broke my Tarentine Cavalry Tier 2. Makes total sense. Total. Yeah, just run all these guys down. Even if we can just drive them away for a couple turns, that would definitely be helpful. And I think that's the battle there. So, yeah, took a little bit of time from the get-go just to kind of get things sorted and to march forward slowly. But like I said, I can't really rush this because my manpower in my one and only army is so crucial. Can unlock these guys now, and don't need you. You guys can just go off pike phalanx and just try and chase down as many of these guys as you can. Oh. Yeah, you try and go over there. Do have one unit of cav, though. Then I'm going to try and... Oh, they've broken. Okay. And there we go, victory. So I did take a fair few losses there. Actually about 1,200, so it's pretty substantial. But I'm just going to go ahead and run down as many of these guys as I can, and then I'll see you guys back on the campaign map. So there we go, able to drive off most of the army. About half of it has been destroyed, including a lot of the Illyrian nobles, which is really good. I'm going to go ahead and take that 13% replenishment. That is very good. And they could possibly come back next turn with some mercenaries, but unfortunately, it actually looks like I'm not even going to be able to make it back this turn, so I may actually get Pella under siege, which, you know, isn't the best option, but I don't even really have any mercenaries here either. So let's move this army over to here so it doesn't get attacked directly, and see what happens here. I am tempted to put up this silver mine, but I don't want to in case we do get sieged, and I'm not able to make any income over the winter month, which is coming up next turn, I believe. And they may actually go right in for the siege. Now, this is a pretty garbage army, but this artillery should allow them to attack right away. However, we do have almost a full garrison there. So I think with these Royal Peltis, we should be fine. They don't have any pikes. Oh, they have one unit of picked phalanx, which might be a bit of a problem. But we should have towers at Pella. So that should help us, I think, a little bit. But we'll see what happens here. What do we got here? A rebel army. Oh, wow. So it looks like they're dealing with some rebel issues as well. That's a full 20 stack. I wish you would just go in and take their settlement. That would be so funny. But anyways, let's go ahead and end the turn. That's my bad. And this time, I mean, if Rhodes wants peace, I think I don't really see the reason in giving them my money just so they could possibly declare war on me again next turn. And Byzantium is super weak right now. I wish I had more forces available, or I could afford more forces, because then I would just be able to take out their settlement. I think they're actually suffering from a plague right now. So not only do they not have any armies at all, but the garrison at Byzantium is like less than half. It's so depleted. I could probably go in there and just raze it to the ground. But right now I need to kind of deal with what's going on in my own territory. Interestingly, the Achean League did not go in and assault us this turn. I'm wondering if they're going to be in range where I could attack them and then bring in the Royal Peltis and just destroy that army. Because that other army, the army we just fought from the Illyrian tribe, they pulled back to their settlement, so we won't see them probably at least until next turn. So we've got some more historical events here if you guys are interested in reading that. Really detailed from the modders here every year to have this kind of historical events message. Very, very nice. Rebellion imminent. Yes, I know. Let's repair that for 40. What is this building? What are we building here? I forgot. Public order. I see. Oh, that's right. We were debating which one to go for here. 1,500 income, 6 public order, or 800 income, but plus 15% from agriculture. Minus 10 corruption as well. So I think that's the building we're going for, if I can remember. Yeah, there will be a rebellion here next turn, but I think we're just be able to pull in the garrison. I hope that they don't retreat, so we could just finally have a battle against them. Yeah, so we did pull the garrison in. Interestingly enough, they're just content to kind of sit there, I guess. But unfortunately, we're over the half-hour mark, and that's really all the time I have for today, but we will start with this battle next episode. And once we get rid of them, I'm just going to hightail it down and take out Corinthus as quickly as I can. And hopefully that doesn't spell the end of the campaign there, because again, we saw what happened when I just moved up to take Scubi. Just getting that extra settlement spread me so thin, and I was suffering from pestilence and such, but hopefully now that we have a better financial backing, we should be alright. So thanks very much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this episode. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you'd like to see more content like this in the future. And as always, I will see you in the next one.